Hey, I'm George and I'm here today to talk about the Hydrogen One smartphone by Red. If you don't know, Red is the camera company that's been changing the way we think about cinematography for the past decade or so. They created the cameras that were used to make Guardians of the Galaxy 2, The Hobbit. They made these modular 4K video cameras that have redefined the movie industry, and they're here to do it now with smartphones. Again, this is the Hydrogen One, comes out on November 2nd, and it is like no smartphone I've ever seen before. So let's talk about the body of the phone. It's a very angular design, very minimalist, and the sides feature these scalloped edges that allow you to hold the phone without worrying about it sliding out of your grip while you're taking a video, while you're shooting a selfie. You just feel solid no matter how you hold it. In the scalloped grooved edges, there is a rocker up and down for volume on the left side. On the right side, there is a dedicated power button that also doubles as the fingerprint button, so you can guarantee you're nailing the fingerprint pretty much every time you click the button. Down on the lower right side is my favorite feature. It is an actual shutter button. It's a little red shutter button, so when you hold it down for about a second, it loads up the camera, and then you click it to shoot video, to shoot photos. Right there, a second's notice, you've got your camera ready. No weird tricks, no shortcuts, just a dedicated perfect shutter button. This is great for photographers and videographers, or even parents who have a kid that just need to take that photo or video fast. And that's the body of the phone. Let's talk about the biggest feature that everyone's talking about, and that's the 4View 4V 3D effect display that's built into this phone. So first of all, the bad news is I can't show it to you on video because it just doesn't replicate. You can't replicate 3D, or in this case 4View, on a regular traditional video camera, so I can't show you what it looks like, but it is one of the most insane experiences I've had while looking or playing with a smartphone, and I've had a lot of smartphones in recent years. What it does, it gives you a depth effect where photos and videos you take or movies you watch that are shot in this look like they're coming out by going deeper into the display. So if you're thinking this is like Princess Leia in Star Wars, it's not like that. It's not a hologram that pops up onto your screen. It's really a depth effect that lets you look deeper into the screen. But it does one better than 3D. It allows you to really kind of look on the sides of the images you're looking at. So it's more than just a three-dimensional image. The closest thing I can compare it to is the older 3DS Nintendo Game Boys, but this is like technology 10 years later, so it's even better than that. The cool thing is you can shoot in that 4View style. So the camera on here, there's two cameras, front-facing and rear-facing, both 4K. One is a narrow depth of field, traditional regular depth of field, and one is a zoom front and back. And this lets you take 4View photos. So let's say you're at a sporting event or you're shooting skateboarding videos and you want a whole different way to look at skateboarding. You can shoot in 4View and capture a skateboarder doing a trick in just this incredible way. I can't even begin to explain what 4View looks like other than it's 3D like you've never seen it before. Again, no glasses required, right in the screen. Video, you can take video of your kids, looking at them like they're right there. I see this as great for landscape photography. Let's go, say you go to Santorini in Greece and you want to take landscape photos that are different than anything else your friends have. You can do a three-dimensional 4View landscape photo and it will be game-changing for you. Same with video. The actual camera screen on this phone, very easy to use. You can easily switch between 2D and 4View by just hitting a toggle switch. If you shoot a photo or video in 4View, you can also toggle back to 2D. On the left-hand side, you have a switch that allows you to go between HDR and regular. Same with flash. One of my favorite features is the manual camera settings. I am a professional photographer. I love having more control over my phones and the smartphone film pictures I take. I find it very hard to get and use the manual settings on most smartphones that offer manual settings, and most don't. In this case, you hit the M, two sliders show up on the screen. One is for ISO and one is for shutter speed. You can slide those left and right very easily You can adjust your ISO, your exposure overall, and see it in live view while you're doing it. Again, ISO is to adjust the amount of light that's in your camera. Shutter speed is for the speed that the shutter clicks, used mostly for sports, some landscape stuff. ISO is to get more light for lower light photography, just like the old film days. What I'm most excited about is that Red is definitely thinking future forward with the Hydrogen One. On the back, you see pins to the side that will allow you to attach modular components coming soon that could turn this into a professional grade video and photo camera. You could put a battery pack on the back of here to give you extended shooting time, and then on top of that, stack on a camera system that will let you have a pro level sensor and be able to attach your pro lenses on here. This could theoretically give you a Red cinema camera that you could fit into your satchel, that you can have with you wherever you go, and you could shoot pro grade video. I'm so excited to see what happens with their modular phone coming up in the next year or so. So let's talk about some of the little or not so little specs on this phone. First of all, it's got a massive 5.7-inch screen that easily lets you see everything you're shooting, all the video you're capturing, and all the for-view video you see on the Hydrogen network. It also is running on the Snapdragon 835 processor, so it's very zippy, no lag whatsoever, especially when you're shooting photos. It also has a 4,500 milliamp battery, so it can keep you going for a very long time, depending on how much video and what quality you're shooting at. This could go all day if you wanted to. It also has a very easy to access SD card slot up top. It can be removed just by sticking your fingernail in and pulling. That's great if you're shooting a lot of 4K and are going through SD cards and you only have a second or two to get more memory in here. Though it does have 128 gigs built in. There's a lot of memory, but there's definitely more if you're shooting 4K. Finally, it has a dedicated headphone jack so you can monitor what you're hearing in the video that you are shooting, or so you can easily add your wired headphones for 3D audio. Again, this is the Red Hydrogen One smartphone. It will be available from Verizon on November 2nd in black or shadow. Both are aluminum design. You can get it for $53.95 a month on the Verizon device payment plan or $12.95 outright. This is the perfect phone for makers, for creators, for people who want to be future cinematographers like Pete Jackson. This is a phone for people who love to immerse themselves in mobile entertainment, who travel a lot, want something different, want to experience video like you've never experienced it before. This is for you. I wish I could show you the for-view technology. I can't. I encourage you to go to your nearest Verizon store and give this a test drive. See what it looks like, see what movies look like on it, hear the spatial surround sound, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. I'd love to know if your experience is similar to mine. I'd love to know if you're blown away. I'd love to know what you like and what you don't like about it. Again, I'm George. This is the Red Hydrogen One. Take care.